Hey everyone, this is where we study, Kendriya Vidyalaya, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. My name is Rakshanya and this is my friend.
And my name is Prajwal.
As you know Prajwal, nowadays the schools just have computer lab and science labs. But our school has a different one. It has an environmental lab.
And of course we have 8 sustainable technology components.
At last our environmental book has come to life.
Come Rakshanya, let's show what we mean.
We are presently in the greenhouse. I am having some of our friends here who are associated with the greenhouse project and they would explain to you more about this greenhouse.
Hi, I am going to tell you about this greenhouse. In this greenhouse we have 119 red capsicum plants and you will not believe we have harvested 52 kgs of capsicum. To water these plants we have two systems. One is the drip irrigation system and one more the sprinklers. We use the sprinklers to water the plants from above. We can also use the sprinklers to cool down the temperature. That is the thermometer there. It tells us the temperature of the air inside the greenhouse and also the amount of moisture in the greenhouse. Now Lipika will tell you about the drip irrigation.
Fine. This is a drip irrigation system. These are the drippers. Instead of taking one big tumbler and pouring all the water to the plants, it's wasted. So we use these drip irrigation to our greenhouse. In that building, there's a switch. If you turn on the switch, you get water. Drop by drop, you get water. So by this, we save water to the drip irrigation. And how does the water come to the greenhouse? It's the rainwater harvesting. In the rainy season, because of the sloping roofs, we get more water and it's filled by the tank. Now in summer season, the water is supplied to the plants. How come we find no insects in this greenhouse? That is because of these insect nets. They prevent insects entering the greenhouse and damaging the crops. They even provide ventilation. The plastic cover on the top is a multi-layered plastic cover. It is called as polyfilm. It allows the sunlight to come inside the greenhouse and won't allow the rain to come in and flood in the greenhouse. This is known as the shade net. They are used for giving more shade to the plants or less shade to the plants.
And I was the one who took all the capsicums and I put it into a plastic container and I sold it to all the teachers. And I sold the big capsicum for 10 bucks and the small capsicum for 5 bucks. And I collected all the money from the teachers and I gave it to the office. Rakshanya, do you know where the manure for this greenhouse comes from?
The manure for this greenhouse is brought from the vermicomposting pit and the natural composting pit, so that no extra money is used to buy special manure from outside.
This is a field trip and students have already come for the field trip. And let's see what ma'am explains.
So plant needs manure for their growth, and here in our school campus we have the 2 units to produce manures. One is the vermicomposting unit, another one is the natural composting unit. And here in vermicomposting unit we grow earthworms and they decompose the dead matter and then give us the manure, right? And earthworms here we are growing them in the bag, which is having the capacity of 50 to 60 kg. So it has 3 layers. The bottommost layer is of dry leaves, second layer is of cow dung, and the third layer you leave the earthworms, 50 to 60 earthworms you leave and cover them with the dry leaves. Why do we use the dry leaves? It is because it should not be eaten up by the birds. And then cover the bag with a gunny bag and sprinkle water over it. And so that it provides some moisture content for the growth. And when the earthworm grows, they feed on the dead organic matter and give us the organic manure like this. Okay, within 60 to 50 to 60 days or 60 to 70 days, you may get the organic manure. Fine. So this is the vermicomposting. It can be used for growing the plants in our greenhouse or otherwise in the garden. Okay, this is regarding the vermicomposting. Now I will show you the natural composting unit. Here we collect the leaves from different parts of the school and put it in this pit, composting pit, clear, and then they will add cow dung. 150 kg of cow dung is added to this, and it is left as it is. It is very slow process, right? And after some 60 to 70 days, you will be able to collect the organic matter because the cow dung has methanogenic bacteria. Methanogenic, it digests the cellulose content that is present in the cow dung. That acts as the source for the degradation purpose. Is it clear? So the organic material gets degraded and we collect the organic manure from here. Fine. And now what are the two techniques we have in our school to produce the organic manure? Vermicomposting and natural composting. Fine. What is the difference between the vermicomposting and the natural composting? Actually that's decomposed. Very good.
The rainwater harvesting system creates about 1.29 lakh liters of water every year.
How do we know that? Because we keep count.
We have been coming out here every day and recording the amount of rainfall that we receive as well as the amount of water collected. So the roof is 150 square meters, and from there all the rainwater is collected through a series of pipes which comes down to the inlet chamber. From the inlet chamber, it moves on to the filtration unit where the leaves, the dirt are filtered out. From there, it moves to the sedimentation chamber.
Sedimentation chamber, also called the silt chamber, basically is used for the upward movement of water. The dust particles here basically settle down due to the gravitational pull, and the clean water flows into the sump. The sump, which is basically 10,400 liters. The water collected here is used in the overhead tank and also used for gardening.
The excess water from the rainwater harvesting system comes to the recharge well through different pipes. The water then seeps down into the soil, and that helps in recharging the groundwater. And then, see, it's like 24,000 liters of water is percolated into the ground in a year. Boards installed, which are kept in every component installed in this campus, and these boards are in English and also in the local language, that's Kannada, so that people, the outsiders who come to visit our school, can also understand this component better.
In our school, while water is reused, waste is recycled.
So, how to make this waste 100% recyclable?
Every day is a wastage in 100% in our classrooms. Then every are supported in 100% in our workers in the cleaning rooms. That time will be collected and come. Every day is dumped in near the rooms in dustbins. Then the weekly once it's sorted to the plastics and paper, waste papers also in the divided. Then every Tuesday after 10 o'clock the PBM people will come and collect this one. There is some amount will given to it.
Actually, how much did we get paid last week?
Okay, let's go and ask that to Bhagyama. Can you please know what was the amount earned by our schools the last week by the school staff waste?
See, we are having like this one register we have maintained, and plastic will be separately, and white waste papers will be separately. And also we are charged at the rate of ₹2 for the waste papers, and plastics will be at the rate of ₹3. And now last week only ₹16 we have taken.
there is compact fluorescent light which is lit by solar lighting, and the solar light is useful and it can run fans, solar geysers and water geysers, etc.
In our school, 4 to 8 panels are installed. Basically, when the light falls on the solar panels, the light energy gets converted into electric energy, and then that gets stored in a battery. And this battery is then connected to different classes where this light can be utilized. 8 CFL lamps were installed by the NGOs, and then our school contributed about 10 CFL lamps to this.
And annually rupees 40,000 we can save.
Mom, we have taken them to 7 out of 8 components.
See, what we started as a teaching aid for 6th standard and 7th standard children, now it has created a lot of awareness among the whole school. We have a senior eco team, and then we have a lot of our teachers getting involved, all the workers getting involved with the waste management, things like that. So I'm very happy to see that science exhibition prize because of this project. And we also participated in the Science Congress, which is done by the 11th standard students. Have you taken them to the senior eco team?
Not yet, Mom. We'll take them.
Hey guys, it's someone to meet you.
Hey, this is the grey to green technology. Conversion of domestic grey water to green.
So here, the water from the wash basin comes and gets collected in the reservoir, and then it comes to the distribution chamber where the water channelizes and goes to the root zone. And these plants are special plants. They grow in marshy areas. They're called ketile plants. They take up the organic matter, and the clean water is collected in the distribution chamber. And from this, the water can be used, around 150 liter water can be collected and can be used for 150 potted plants. Because instead of extracting fresh water for watering the plants, we can use the water that's already been used for hand wash.
Hi ma'am, we have this very exciting news. I made a model on all these eco-friendly campus, all the models. It got selected in regional and national science exhibition. And the next level is NCRT.
To you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next good news is, ma'am, all the 11th standards presented a paper for the National Science Congress on all these components. So, and we hope to keep our environment clean and neat.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to hear. I wish you people to be aware of this environment lab and save our environment. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
So, this is our environmental lab.
Hi kids, I hope you like what we have done for you in this school. We have done it with great passion, and because we are committed to the environment and to school children and to learning. Be proud of your school, and if you like what you see, and if you want this kind of a school for yourself, a zero eco-friendly school, please contact your school teacher, talk about it to your parents, to your friends, and insist that you also want to be a part of an eco-friendly, zero waste disposal school.